indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right. Vote. Forward. Vote.
We are thrilled to have you here as we celebrate the accomplishments of our students and our educators. And a special thanks to those that have gone above and beyond, including Shawnee Mission Health, thank you, ACI Boland, Capital Federal Foundation, DS Bus Lines, and J.E. Dunn. Thank you for everything that you've done to assist us in helping our kids.
Believe in me. Inspire me.
Challenge me to discover.
Help me learn to create. Commit to my future.
Can you push me to innovate?
Can you help me succeed?
Will you help me discover new skills?
Will you commit to my future?
Make me feel like I belong.
I want to make you proud. Te quiero ser feliz.
I want to have my chance.
Will you help me believe in my dreams?
Help me discover.
Make me feel like I belong.
Believe in me.
Believe in me.
Believe in me.
Believe in me.
Believe in me. Believe in me.
Believe in me.
Believe in me.
At the Foundation, we know how important these kids are to our future. We work hand in hand with the district to make sure all of our kids are ready to take part in the innovation economy and be change makers in Shawnee Mission communities. The Foundation kicks in where state funding leaves off. And all of you here today are helping us achieve these audacious goals, and we're deeply appreciative that you're here.
But let's look now at what your support has done through the Foundation to give our students in our schools an opportunity to create.
Our purpose is to enrich lives through inspired people and places, and I can't think of any more inspired places that we have the privilege to build around the country than all these great schools and facilities right here in our hometown.
We really wanted to create brain-based learning environments for our next generation of learners. We wanted to really make these buildings flexible and usable for the next 50 to 75 years of education.
There's nothing greater for a designer than to look at the faces of students in a new building and knowing the excitement that they have and that you've been a part of that in providing them a space that they're learning in.
Hi, I'm Taya, and I will be your tour guide to look at Benninghoven Elementary School, which is behind us here. And so let's take a look.
We had our families walk some of our children this morning to see their faces as they walk into our building and to see the excitement and it's sheer awe of the amazing building that the community has provided for us, and we are so thankful.
So this is where we come every morning before school starts, just morning announcements. It also substitutes as our gym, so we have PE in here and we have assemblies in here, so it's just a big room of wonders, I guess you can call it.
Each morning we start our day in our community meeting in the gym, and we are able to get the whole school in there. When we were in our previous building, we had to have 2 assemblies for everything, and so we never got that opportunity. And so it has been amazing to start each and every day as a group.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Up here is our grand staircase.
It's great spaces for kids. It's exciting to see all of the nature coming in, the wood, the light. It's beautiful to look at.
Some of our spaces upstairs also have TVs that are in them where students can work on projects together, and they can be displayed on a screen so that people around them can also see what they're working on. And it's an amazing learning environment.
This is the 4th grade hallway. More collaborative spaces. I like to think of these little chairs as like a pizza because they kind of all fit together to form a curve. This is our library. It's one of my favorite places to go to specials because I love books.
All of the bookshelves are on wheels, and so we can reorganize our entire space and have already done so.
These chairs are really fun because they kind of just wobble around when you sit on them. And if you don't want them to be wobbly, you can flip them over because this side is flat. And then it's kind of rounded, so that's really fun. Oh, these are also sound breakers because the noisy cafeteria and the classrooms around, they're just noise breakers, so they completely break the sound. Trash and compost, so I would like to say that our school is pretty environmentally friendly about that stuff. Here's the slides, woohoo! I really hope you enjoyed this tour of Benninghoven Elementary School, and I hope you come visit us because it's a really fun place to be now that it's redone.
The outside of the building now reflects all of the awesome things going on inside.
Awesome. Awesome. So now you get to meet Mary Riley, principal at Benninghoven Elementary, and our great tour guide, Taya. As you started school, what do you love most about Benninghoven?
I think I really like the Room of Wonders, as I said in the video.
It's cool. Mary, tell us a little bit about Benninghoven. Talk a little bit about the transition.
So the new learning spaces definitely help student learning. I see it every day. Students are working together, collaborating more than ever, thanks to the awesome planning that went into our building. And many of the people in this room supported our bond, and it is because of you that students like Taya have bright futures ahead of them.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Fred and Carol Logan, which most of you probably know, but they've turned their vision into a reality. They had an idea that they wanted to start. It starts with the Arts Fund. Fred, Carol, can you talk to us a little bit about that initiative and what it's done for the Shawnee Mission School District?
Well, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Carol and I feel very strongly that the arts enrich the lives of all students, but we realize that not all students can access world-class arts experiences. We wanted to make sure that students could take field trips to our great regional arts institutions. We wanted to bring artists into the classroom. And just as importantly, we wanted to help remove barriers for our youngest student artists, perhaps who could not pay for musical instrument rentals or art supplies.
We know that the arts programs in the Shawnee Mission Schools are really robust, and we are so pleased to be able to help enhance those programs by offering opportunities for students to experience the arts and professional artists outside of their classrooms.
Fred and Carol, thank you. Your generosity is making a difference for our students. I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. I really do. So thank you very much. Now let's meet another teacher in our Shawnee Mission School District that understands the importance of creative and innovative learning.
So with the innovative learning, I really feel like if they're doing something where it's hands-on, or if they can apply it, or if it's real world and just really relevant to what they're doing, it stays with them much longer because they were able to do it in a meaningful way.
Early on, especially for young people in education, it's really important for them to develop that aptitude and attitude of creative thinking or design thinking, innovation, because that's the future. It's always going to be part of whatever industry they go in. It's always looking for the best ideas. How do they discover that, articulate it? How do they begin to think in those terms?
So for example, with the DuPont competition, the students wanted to do a project on how can we make people more aware about skin cancer.
Hi, I'm Hannah and this is Sam. We are going to be telling you what to do and what not to do for skin cancer.
They took it upon themselves to actually work with a doctor and find out more about skin cancer. They interviewed people that had had skin cancer, and then they put it together in a commercial that we put on Facebook and Twitter.
Don't go in tanning beds too long, or you have a higher chance of getting skin cancer than being in the sun.
And so they tried to make as much awareness as possible, and they put that all together onto a PowerPoint presentation, and they won first place out of 9,000 entries.
Congratulations to our winners. And congratulations to all of you. It's because of their work that they created that we are here to celebrate.
All the different types of projects engage students because it's all relevant. No matter what they're learning about or whatever they're doing, want to tie it to the real world. And so as they're able to see how things apply, all of a sudden the engagement's a lot higher because they're able to see why it's meaningful.
Our commitment to teachers doesn't end there. I am so excited today to announce a new program with the Shawnee Mission Education Foundation in our district. Starting in 2018, we are introducing the Denney Family externship in STEM. This will allow our teachers to be paid to go into industry and bring that work experience back to our students in the classroom. I'd like to take a moment to thank Dr. Craig Denney and his family for all you do and for your vision for these externships. Thank you.
There are about 1,200 business and industry leaders in this room today, and we want to ask for your help. We hope that we can count on you to welcome teachers like me into your companies to give us rich experiences that we can bring back to our students.
We also know that every step of the educational process is extremely important, particularly the early years. So with the expansion of the early learning programs that we now have in the district as a result of the foundation, we've almost doubled the opportunities for students, and we're going to continue to grow those. So with the expansion of the early learning programs and more students in our classrooms, they have a chance to discover more than ever before.
We moved here about 4 years ago, and we adopted Aunt Sarah from Haiti. She lived for 3 years in an orphanage.
And it wasn't what we would call the best circumstances that we'd ever want to have our children in. I think we decided to put her in the Jump Start program to take advantage of opportunities to really get her started and exposed to education.
1, 2.
The Jump Start program is 4 weeks in the summer where kids get to come in, they get to see the routines of kindergarten. Aunt Sarah was very shy and timid coming in. She wasn't sure, about the building. She wasn't sure about having a new adult kind of helping her along.
There was a lot of excitement during the program. It was much easier to keep her focused in the mornings, to get her up and get her ready to school.
I started teaching kindergarten before they had the Jump Start in our building, and I've seen a huge difference. They're really comfortable with the school. They become leaders in the classroom.
She absolutely loved every ounce of it. She, in her heart, felt like she was a kindergartner, and we needed to go to school, real school, big girl school.
Well, I think the first thing I'm really looking forward to is having her read me a book.
Anytime that you can intervene with the child and give them that confidence and take away those fears, you're really handing them the next part of their future.
I think other kids should go to Jump Start because it's fun.
The foundation is so pleased to be supporting Aunt Sarah as she is taking her first steps into kindergarten and her education. Congratulations, we are so proud of you. You have anything you want to say to the people? Nothing?
Thank you.
Nothing? Oh, you're welcome. Give her a... You know, it's exciting and gratifying to watch students grow from early childhood, from preschool, all the way through graduation and be successful. There is no better example of this than our internationally known super scholar, Erin Smith. Erin, we're proud of you and looking forward to what you're going to do in the future.
Thank you so much, Mr. Springfield. So students like me, we often hear educators or business owners say words like workforce ready or innovation economy. But what does that really mean for me and other students? For me, it means that I'm ready to fulfill my future. I'm ready to fulfill my dreams and make contributions to society. And really from kindergarten up until this is my senior year, I am a proud product of the Shawnee Mission School District. And this kind of outstanding K-12 education really wouldn't be possible without the support of the Shawnee Mission Education Foundation. So being in a signature program has really shifted my perspective about education, because I feel like a lot of the times when I'm sitting in a classroom or another student is sitting in the classroom, so like here's the classroom and then it feels like there's this really large gap between like the real world. Being in a signature program has really bridged that gap and shown that there literally is like no gap that has to exist. And I feel like so often we think that we have to wait until even after college or until our first job to have that sort of impact. But the signature programs make it possible that we can have that impact today, starting wherever we are at any age.
Education is all about the community. It's about supporting the kind of leadership that's happening here, the kind of teaching that they want to foster.
If we can allow our students to get them the tools to be successful, why wouldn't we do that? We at DS Bus believe that those innovative skills will help guide them to a successful future.
And when we send prepared kids into the workforce, I know that it's going to make my community stronger, it's going to make where I live a better place, and we are absolutely inspiring these kids to have the very best future possible.
What are you going to do when you grow up? And I think a program like this, it is a great fit. We would love to connect the dots, develop them, and get them on their way to spending 30 to 35 years serving our mission.
We need the artists, the engineers, the scientists, people in the community and companies coming together and being willing to go into classrooms, work with children, work with teachers.
I personally have 2 children. They graduated from the Shawnee Mission School District, and I always feel proud that they were part of that community.
You rock!
Well, having a really sound and strong school district is vital for anybody's business.
You know, I would just say the partnership between the school district and the cities are very important. It's a bond. It's a bond that will make the future of this community even stronger.
This is somewhere that our children are growing, that our children are learning, and it really is like a family.
I will help inspire you.
I will help
challenge you.
I will
commit to your future.
I will help you to innovate.
Discover new skills.
I believe in you.
There never was a program that saved a child, ever. It was a person. It was people like on this stage, people like you in the audience that are willing to step up and make sure that our students have the best. We're not trying to be like anybody. We're trying to be Shawnee Mission, and we absolutely want to be the best. To the students that you've seen today, and we've got awesome talent here in the Shawnee Mission School District. It doesn't come easy. It's a lot of work. I give so much credit to our staff and so much credit to the people that have helped us make a difference for kids. So please, my final plea, be generous. Commit today to our students. Thank you. As our students walk in, one last thing. If you're an educator in the room, an administrator in the room, or support public schools in the Shawnee Mission School District or out, please stand for just a minute. Don't be bashful. Stand. Thank you. Thank you.
In a world of pure imagination.
Dr. Southwick, thanks so much for the really good plugs you've been doing about those envelopes.
That's right.
We are deeply appreciative, and I'm going to
Raya will appreciate my donation.
That's right, that's right. And we do have our very talented drum line in the back with baskets if you'd like to put those envelopes in when you leave. But really, on behalf of the entire foundation board and all of the kids in Shawnee Mission, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, and thanks for really taking an active part in our kids' lives.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, and be safe. Thank you. Knock it out.